Hey, good afternoon, everybody. I hope you're all having a wonderful day so far. I have been busy doing some chores and just straightening up a little bit. And I thought, what am I going to do today? Well, today's Earth Day. So for many, it means more than just Earth Day. Very nature oriented I am. So for me, it means a lot more. Anyway, so I thought today would be a wonderful day to do something nature related for Earth Day. Hey, Beth, nice to see you. So I thought, how am I going to do this? I found a wonderful um, photo that I want to work off of, and it's a friend's photo. And she's a photographer. She's a friend of Danny's and mine now as well. She's has some wonderful, wonderful landscapes, as does Danny. But this one caught my eye because it has some wonderful, wonderful colors in it. So we're going to be doing that. And I thought to get some of the blended colors that I want, I'm going to try and use my gel plate. I put these here just because this is what I've been doing lately. This has like been very addicting. As well as my stamps and all the small art has been so much fun to do. But today, I'm not going to do small art. Today, I'm going to do bigger art, something that would fit in a frame. So, welcome everybody. I'm Carol, and this is my quiet corner. So let's get into it. These are just some of the little things that I've done, my little twinchies for Twinchy Tuesday, and I've I've just been playing. Like these have been so much fun between watercoloring and collaging and the rub-on stamps things that we've got and learning different things in my watercolor books I've been using. And I've just been having fun. So I just thought I'd share those to start the time off. Now, oh, I hit my wall. I have not even opened these yet at all. I haven't opened these at all. This is still in the paper. It's taped, very much taped. So let's do this. And I'm not sure if I want to do 5x7 or 8x10. I think I'm going to go for an 8x10 because then I can cut it down if I need to, if I mess it up. So this came as a set, and I was quite happy with that because it gives a variety for me to do. Then I can use it in my books, or I can just use it on my table. But I'm going to work with this one. Hey, Kathy. Ellen. So, I, as you know, am on my way to 1K on this channel. I do not have any other channels, so this is like a new beginning for me. So I'm so excited. It's a new beginning all the way around. So we can have a celebration. Okay, Kathy, when I hit 1K, I'm going to be having a fun 1K party, and we're going to be doing some giveaways and some fun stuff. So I'm excited. I am looking forward to it a lot. So let's see, how is this stuck on there? Is this I don't want the bubbles underneath, so I'm trying to get rid of the bubbles. Trying to get rid of the bubbles. I do have to take this off, but there is a bubble underneath, and I don't like that bubble. So I'm going to lift it up and try and get rid of the bubble underneath and roll it back down so it's all flat. Come on, you can do it. No bubbles allowed. All right. Good enough. It'll get there. I'm sure it'll work itself out as I go. That's cool, Barbara. No worries. So that somebody's at the door. Can you tell that thing is so loud? Anyway, what I'm going to do is I want to use my watercolor. And I have chosen my M grams because they are very substantial. And I'm just going to move my little poop cut back and my little M&M cut back. This is a brand new gel plate. Hey, Janet. There's my Janet. So I am going to try this and I'm going to play. Now, in my water, I have salt and a tiny bit of Dawn dish soap. So the salt softens the water, and I am going to add some of that to my gel plate first and let it do its little thing. So I don't know how it's going to work or anything, but it works great on paper. So I figured, why not? Let's just do this and get some of this onto my plate. I'm wetting my M grams. Now, M gram paints are very moist paints. Hey, Anne. Hey, Beth. So I'm really saturating these a lot, and I'm letting my water sit here on my plate. I have never done this before. I have not seen anybody do this before, but I am going to just do this. So again, my water does have salt and soap in it. And I want this to be very flowy. So I'm going to try this. And I thought, well, what flows best when it's on the watercolor paper? So I want to try and use it on my plate the same way. So this is an experiment. I don't know how it's going to go, but I'm going to use a bigger brush. And I am going to use multiple colors, and I don't care if multiple colors get on my brush. Let's see. Let's turn the plate this way and pull my watercolors down so you can see them. So I'm using a bigger brush. I've got my water, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my brush and go like this in 3 different colors. 3 different colors, just like this. So now I have 3 different colors on my brush. I so want to have a bigger palette for bigger paint, for bigger brushes. That is my dream palette, and one day I will have it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just do this, because what I want is randomness. Now, I am going to take and I'm going to go into the reds and the oranges and the pinks and do the same thing. I am doing the whole big brush up on the 3, and now I've got the reddish color, the orangey color, the pinky color, and the orange color. And I'm going to just dab that in and around, making a mess. Now remember, I have used salt and everything. Now I also need a little bit of yellow. So I'm trying to get this out of my brush, and I'm using my salty water. I actually have 2. I have some in my, you can see the soap bubbles in there. I have some in my M&M can, and I didn't put any in my poop cup, but I did use a butter tub to have spare water. So now I'm going to go into the yellows, and I am going to choose a dark and a mid and a light, and I'm going to put my brush in it, so you can see, and just wiggle that brush around It doesn't matter. It's just it split it into 3, but that's okay. Let me just move this back again so you can see what I'm doing. I've never done this before, so this is exciting for me. I haven't played and done this, so we're learning together here, and I know that the water is going to help. Now, now I want I want some white. Do I use white or do I take and put the white on after? Hmm. Let's just see. I want to play. So now I have some different types of papers. I have my book pages. I have sticker paper, and I have mulberry paper. I'm going to use my mulberry paper first because I want to use this as a collage on my watercolor paper. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to take the mulberry paper and put it on there and see how it blends. All right, I have a wet brush. Now this is going to go through. This brush, it was cleaned in that. This is wet. So I'm going to just go like this with the mulberry paper and blend my watercolor around on my paper. Because it is such a thin paper, I knew that it was going to go through, which is fine because I wanted to use the watercolor onto the plate to give the balance that I need without having to mush it around. So this is new. So I hope everybody's watching because I didn't know how it was going to be, how it was going to come out. Like I said, this brush is wet. I'm not going to put it into this one because this one's dirty water, but I am going to come over here and clean my brush in the same salt soap water. And I have a towel sitting here that I can set my brush on. So I'm going to pull this up and leave some of that mess down there, but it does have a very nice look to it. I'm going to set that. No, actually I'm not. I'm going to turn it around and I'm going to soak up the rest by making a mess on my desk and have thinner watercolor on this mulberry paper. So now I have the mess on this side and on this side. And it's soaking it up from my desk, which is fine. I got it all over my desk here too. So we'll just let it sop it up. And I'm going to put this back here to dry. And where am I going to put this to dry, you ask? I don't know. Let's just set it down here and see how it does. Now, I've got watercolor all over my desk, all over my mulberry paper. We do have, at least it's watercolor, and it comes off very easy. So let's do this again and use some more different types of paper because I want to have enough for collaging to be able to create the essence of landscape that I'm looking for. So I am going to go into these 3 greens and I'm just going to keep going. I see my brush is losing hair. It doesn't matter. It'll come off later. I'm just random. And there is still the pinks and stuff on here, and that's fine. So now I've got the greens going on. I do want to have some rust colors and some oranges. So I'm going to go back into my watercolor and I'm going to pick up those colors, and you can see them on my brush, and dab them around. and get some more colors and clean my brush. This is my dirty water over here. And there's some more blues in there. So I'm going to go for some more different colors of blues. I'm going to go for some darker colors of blues. Now just remember, this is probably going to be um, torn, shredded, and stuff, as well as I will be painting with my watercolors as well. So please do share this out. I really do appreciate everybody being here. I shared out in a couple of different places, but not many. I do appreciate it if you could do that. It helps with the channel, as well as hitting that thumb, which I really appreciate as well. Now, I have this mess here. I'm going to take just plain water and add some more because I want it to just bubbly. But I could have taken my salty soap water. Now, I went and I had this other book, and um, it's a very smooth book, but I put a coat of clear gesso on this one because I want it to stay. So we'll see how that works. I don't know if it's going to soak it up or what it's going to do, but I'm looking for randomness is what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for anything in particular, but oh, that is nice. I don't like how that went there, but you know what? Let's just take it and put it back down, smooth it back out, and roll the paper off the plate. So it takes and puts that off to the side. So I get the blended colors. I wanted it to have the blendiness. So we got that. And I need to just wipe that edge off because it's just too much. Dripping all over. I'm making a mess. I am making a mess. So I like that. That is going to look really, really nice, torn up or painted on. So I'm going to keep that one and put it off to the side because I have plans. I have plans. And where am I going to put it? I don't know. All right, we got a mess on here. And this is washi paper. And I have mostly greens, and that's okay because, if you have mostly greens, you can do a lot of different landscapes. And you would think I've done this before, right? I haven't. I swear I haven't. And now you'll be able to see the washi paper suck up all of that yummy, 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 yummy watercolor. What's left? Spreading it around. Spread the love down there at that watercolor. I know there's a lot, and I know it will go where I need it to go. And it's really a different concept for me because I haven't really done this, but I had an idea of a project, and I thought this would be perfect. And this should pick up a lot of this. And well, washi paper is very, very absorbent. And this is a sticker paper. So this side is very, very shiny, very smooth. And it will probably pick up the rest, if not most of that watercolor. And I think this is going to make great little washi tape strips or washi tape backgrounds or just little areas that you want to add a little bit of color to. Now I'm going to save this because I'll come back with this and do some more. And none of the paper stuck so far. Woohoo! But then I'm not using acrylics, am I? I'm not using acrylics. Now, here's another paper. I really like this one. And I'm thinking this one that I pulled out, I did put a clear gesso on it. And I am going to actually watercolor on this one. So we're going to put this one aside. And I'm going to get one that does not have anything on it. It's smooth on both sides. It's just, I just thought it was neat that this tree was growing out of this hamburger, but the background that I'm going to work with, it's going to work really well with this. So let's get some more water and get some onto our jelly plate and add some more colors. Change it. Add some, what colors am I going to need here? Let me look at this picture. This colors, the reds in and around. And I need the yellows. Thank you, Janet. And the yellows. Yellow, yellow, yellow. And we'll put them in and around there. All right. Now I'm going to take this one from that book that I have and put that one down and let it smush around. Now it does have a, it's very smooth paper. It came out of a really, really nice book. But I'm going to put this on there and see what happens. Now I've watercolored on these pages already, and they do take watercolor really, really nicely. And sometimes when you're doing it, if you go back over, it's almost like working on a Yupo paper, but at some point it does penetrate in that coating that it has on the top. So I'm just going to gently keep this moving and underneath here. Get that little thing again and try to smooth it out. Probably making a mess and underneath. But it's doing what I want it to do. Oh, yes. It definitely is. It's giving a very nice background. Very nice background. That's going to work out fabulous for what I am planning. So this is just another one that will be having the same type of painting that I will be doing. So now I want to use just plain book page because I want to have just book page as my background. So those were for experiments and also for collaging with. And now we're getting down to the nitty gritty because I got to get painting soon. It's already 20 minutes. We did do quite a bit though. All right, I need some more of the yellowishy colors. So we will put some of the yellow down. Today's a very windy day. Like, oh my God, windy. It's so bad. You can hear it in my voice. It's been crazy. All right. So we got some of that. Now there is nothing on this. This is just plain. So I am going to now, I'm deciding. Do I take this section and do it on this one? Or do I just do it on this side? Hey, Kelsey, nice to see you. Just plain. You know what? From what I'm liking and the information on it, I think I'm going to use the plain side. and put it down and use it. Let's get it rubbed down really quickly so it doesn't make bubbles. Get it going, because afterwards we're going to turn this and turn it into a wonderful landscape picture. A wonderful landscape picture. I don't know. I think we need to wait a little bit. Just a little bit. Because I want it to look good. I want it to blend. Like this is really going to be nice for a little bit of a second photo if I wanted to do a second page. These are drying very nicely. This is the washi tape paper. So it's time to pull this one up. Oh, this is gonna be nice. This is good. It's not as smeary as I thought, but it's workable. And we will have this turn into something really sweet. Wait until you see. That looks good. I really like that. So what I'm going to do, because I have some leftovers on here, I'm going to take and I'm going to put my washi tape paper back down and let it soak up the rest of what's on the plate. Yeah, this is a brand new plate, just getting broken in, which is nice. It came in a set with this and the 5x7. And this should pick up the rest of that very easily. I'm going to have to wash my plate because it's no, I didn't, Kelsey. It's off of Amazon. I don't have a Temu account. So it picked up some on that side, which is okay. It's not perfect, but you know, that's fine. So I'm just going to go back over, just like you would with go back over with water, just like you would do for acrylic, and take, and it will should pick up the rest. It should pick up the rest because the water loosened everything up. And this paper that I just put down does have a clear gesso on it, so it should suck it up. All right. Let's see. Let's see what it's done. Well, it's picked up some. It didn't do great, but it did get some of it off. It did colorize that picture some. So now I have a messy plate, but it's only watercolor, so that's fine. It's only watercolor. Let's put a little bit more of the blues and purples down, and just this is so sloppy. I have splats of watercolor all over my desk now. All over my desk. All right. This is fun. Yes, it is a gel plate, and it's actually my second gel plate because the first one we cut up and we used for glue when we're gluing the animals because I was so frustrated with it because it kept eating my paper. it just it just wouldn't let go. So I just got this set of two because it was on sale when I got it, and I thought I'd give it another go. So, oh, I'm liking this one. I'm liking this one. That is really, really cool. All right, that's enough of papers because I have more than enough going on. The mulberry is drying nicely. This is going to be beautiful for using on my watercolor. And I'm going to take this on this side and let it suck up the blues and purples on here. Now, mulberry paper, it comes through very quickly and goes right through to the other side, which gets all over you. So it didn't pick up a lot, but it did pick up some, and the lightness is very good too. So that's really nice. Now you can get different colors and different things of stuff like this, but I wanted to have my own version of this so I could work on my painting that I'm going to do. So this was the precursor. That was the precursor. So I have a mess, like a real mess going on. Gonna take my paper towel and just kind of clean up. Boy, those blues really stain, don't they? That's really amazing. It's really, really messy. Like really messy. All right. Need another paper towel. Clean it all up. And then we're going to move into a half hour of jelly plating. That's not bad. But the blue is going right in underneath the little bugger. I'm going to have staining all over the place. Oh well. That's what it's for, right? To use. It's to use. I'll take it upstairs and give it a wash. But I got to clean up my desk because I don't want to have all of the mess all over. Stick it back in its little house for now. And I will clean it off. All right, let's clean the table area so we can move on. So we did a little bit of gel plating, which is unusual for me because it's just not something I do a lot of, but it was fun to create my stuff that I need for my backgrounds, right? And now we got to clean up the table. Clean up the table. All right. Now I got a pile of stuff. All right, so I did pull out a paper somewhere. That's all right. I'll pull out another one because I don't know what I did with it. Exactly, Kathy, exactly. All right, so I've got all my papers sitting around all over the place, drying. And I've got my watercolor. And I have my glues. I have my gessos. I have my water, my paints. I don't think there's anything else I need, but I could go right in and work on this one. I really could, because it's very similar to what the background is that I need. I think I might work on this one first, and then we'll come back to the watercolor after. Because the watercolor after, I want to use a lot of collage in. So this looks really, really cool with the photo that I am going to be working with. And what I see, and yeah, the model's colors, and I will show you what I am going to attempt to do, but I want to do it with collaging as well as painting. So this is the photo I'm working from. So now I want to take something to write with, and I want it to blend. So I'm going to use, thanks, Kathy. So I'm going to use my Stabilo All, and I'm going to use a blue. And I know I need some more whites. So I want to give the general areas of, say, the rock formations or the landscape look. And I know you can't see this, but you will eventually. It's just random marks going everywhere as the landscape, which this page turned out to be working really good because it says the social landscape. So we're going to turn this into those rocks and stuff. Now, the thing about using mulberry papers, when you tear, you get the little hairs and stuff. And that is so nice to have. So I usually will tear off the ends so I have a piece. Now, when you're doing this, do I watch Magic of the North? No. This is somebody I should know. There. I love mulberry papers. Now, I have learned something from watching another watercolorist, and I have taken, I have some brush over here that I use for my glue. I will have to check that out. And I am going to take and add some of this glue. Now, this glue is my Yes paste with water. And I have learned that Yes paste likes watercolor. So I am going to start adding little bits and pieces of my mulberry paper. Now, mulberry paper also takes and blends in with your background, but it gives you such amazing textures as you're painting. Now you can see it's pulling the gesso behind is coming off, and that's okay. It's not a big deal. I can paint over it. So I'm going to take and add a little bits of collage here and there for my my landscape. And today's Earth Day, so it's a very special day. You really need to celebrate the Earth. And she celebrates you every day. All right, let's put this one here. That looks good there. So I'm just gonna go over, this brush is a little bit harsh for this. So I think I'm gonna change and I'm going to use my fan brush instead. So I can have a nice soft bristle to put down my mulberry paper. And that is looking so great because you can actually see. Oh, Kelsey, how can you? You can't forget. You still have time. You still have time. You should have come on with me. Oh, nice, Kathy. It's good to hear. That's good to hear. I will definitely have to check that out. Can you put the link in? That would be nice. And then I can actually check it out while we're here. And I like because this mulberry paper picks up the background as well. So my colors that I'm working through are coming out and shining and ah, yes, this is for Mother Earth today. I am enjoying this immensely because this is I just it's just me, nature, and being out here in Alberta with the mountains and being able to get so close to the amazing structure of the rocks and the mountains. It's just fabulous. It's just fabulous. It just warms my heart. It's all I can say. Now, this is wet, which is fine because when I do this when it's wet, it leaves such wonderful texture on the end of that paper. So when I put it in there for the rocks and the different areas, it is it's shining. It just gives so much more texture. I just love it. So I'm gonna put this right in here because that kind of blends. And again, this is Yes Paste with water, dissolved in water. Oh, I have quite a bit of granulating watercolors. They're my favorite thing to use. Thank you, Kathy. I'm gonna just click on that right now so I don't lose it. Open link in new tab. Thank you very much. Magic of the North. Come on, open up. There we are. Oh, I am subscribed. How about that? I am subscribed. I did not realize that. Yes, I am. I just didn't remember the name. So cool. There you go. Amazing. Let's get this chat back here. The brand she uses is Canadian. What brand is that? I don't remember. I've watched so many people lately. It just blows my mind the amount of information that's out there. And I am really, really liking this mulberry paper. I actually have some onion skin paper coming that I want to work with as well. All right, up in here. And like I said again, this is mulberry paper and I'm using Yes Paste. that has been watered down, liquefied. Oh, Royal Talons. Ah, yes. Royal Talons. I know that brand. I started off with that brand actually, and then I moved to Daniel Smith, M. Graham, Schminke, Sennelier, uh, those ones. I think I'm going to put this right there. So 45 minutes in. This is so nice, and it brings out that white that I've been looking for. So this is the photo, and this is what we're going for. But I'm using the mulberry paper to create more texture for my rocks. Um, it's similar to uh yes, it's similar to a rice paper or a tracing paper, but it's called onion skin paper. So I have some of that coming, and I have been wanting to experiment with all these different types of papers, and this is one of the things that I've been wanting to do. So I figured, let's just go for it. Let's just go for it. Okay, get that big blob off there and get it back down in the water. And when you are, hi, Carolyn. Hi, Pam. Also, when you are doing this with your Yes paste, make sure you use, words have lost me, distilled water. Make sure you use distilled water. I am loving this. This is looking so cool. You're liking watercolor lately? I have been watercoloring for such a long time, and then I went to using I was stitching for a while, and lately I've gotten my watercolor bug back. I love watercoloring. I've been watercoloring for a very long time, and I feel that this is the time and the style that I like, and I figured I would just do it live and work my way through the different types of textures and share my process with you all. I also do have a Ko-Fi page. So if you are interested, I am starting to upload some freebies over there, as well as you can support my channel via my Ko-Fi link. I really appreciate that. I am on my way to 1K. My goals are going to be a little different than typical goals of going for uh, monetization, because that's very hard to do, to get the monetization down, and fighting for that views all the time. So I went for a Ko-Fi channel instead, a Ko-Fi link, and I've been working my way over there to start uploading some freebies. I did my first background yesterday. So if you will see my picture matches the picture on my Ko-Fi page now. I finally updated it yesterday. So if you could take a check and get that, and I will be uploading some of my art and stickers and different things like that that I have, and I will be posting those that if people are interested. I'm just working my way through putting my collage, and what's nice is, like I said before, the coloring behind that's muted, and um, blues and greens are bringing out the yellows and the oranges. So thanks, Anne. Yeah, I've been working away at trying to do some different things and help myself as well as others. So it's fun to do. All right, now where else am I going to go with this? Right in here because it needs more. It needs more. I like how the fibers are showing the white through there. Oh, thanks, Kelsey. Thanks. So now I want to build down into here. And this is really helping build the structure of the rocks. Now you could do this on any kind of paper. Like I'm using the book page because I wanted the book page behind. But I am going to be going back over with more watercolor. It does. It makes excellent foliage. Well, I'm using this because it is a landscape. It's blending. This is hot springs in Canada here, and this is going from original photo of the hot springs. And I have been seeing this, and I just wanted to recreate it in my own way. Hey, View, thank you. It's nice to see you all. I'm having a very itchy day today. It's it's the wind is totally doing me in, and I'm gonna have to take some extra meds because I'm just all broke out and itchy, and it's like, oh my God, this wind, this wind. I'm gonna put this one here. I just like the structure that this is giving to the other paper. I really like that, and I like the blues. Now I can add in colors where I need after. So, you just take your time and just enjoy the process of Team Fan Brush. Yes, yes. I like the fan brush because it's gentle on my watercolor that I'm gluing onto. So let's pull this up and go up this way. And I'm going to go off the page a little bit because I really don't want the square there, but it has the blues that I want. And I need some more up in here to create that wavy look. So let's see, where do I have blues? I really like the mulberry paper a lot more for collaging, but I may need, I don't know if I want to tear that one though. I need some blues. So I'm going to go for some blues. Oh, thanks, Barbara. You're just out and around and about, are you? Now there's a nice dark blue rock in here, and I'm gonna add this in there. I need the extra glue in there, so I'm gonna take some of the little chunky stuff and put that because I want that right there. And it's gonna come off. It's all right. I can repaint it. That's fine. And then I'm gonna take, because I put the blue there, but I'm really not crazy about that look. So I'm gonna take and go, yes, coffee filters, napkins. I'm gonna go over it because it will pull out that darkness underneath it and give me the look I want. So even if you don't have your darker color, you can go in and put your mulberry paper back over the top, and it will show through. All right, where do we need more? We need some going up this way to build that up. So we'll put that up there. But we are building a base, and we're keeping our colors because the colors are still coming through the back. And I enjoy doing all kinds of different things. Let's just make this a big one. I need to bring this down over into here. Now things here dry very, very quickly. So I'm not having to actually stop what I'm doing and dry it. It's just drying. It's just drying. It's like putting a puzzle together. It really is. It's like putting a puzzle together. So I need some more stuff on this one. And I think I'm going to go for the white, the lighter color. And then I can add in what I want for a color after. Just trying to tear off the edge there. I don't want anything sharp. So I'm going to put this right in there. It's a whole big piece. I'm just going to take and slather this up with my Yes paste and throw it on there and use the white to help bring in the color and the the essence of the steam. Hi, Patty. Yes, it does. I actually just gessoed it right before my live, right before I went on, because here the air is so dry. It's very dry. Very, very dry. So now I'm filling in with the white so I can create my steamy look from the hot springs. And I'm going to throw this one in here. Make sure I have it all covered. And just put it down. And what's nice is, like I said, you can still see everything in underneath the mulberry paper. And I am loving that because I get to still see my text. I still get to see my text. Isn't that looking amazing? Look at the texture. And it's nice because I still get my colors in the backgrounds, and the new colors in the foregrounds. It's nice to see everybody here today. There's 18 people in the in the audience. I'm going to put this one here. Yeah, it's amazing how it's coming out. And I guess I am still going to go back in and create the ambiance that I need to work out this coloring. It's coming out amazing, better than I expected. I had no real clue. All I knew is I wanted to do that picture. And right before, it's like, well, how can I come about? How can I come about and create what I want and still be able to see everything? Yes, that's a friend of mine. She's a photographer. She's actually was Danny's friend first, but we all became friends. She has a husky as well, and his name is Jack. And Loka really likes Jack. They got along very well. They got to play with each other and hang out. And so I'm going to put this right here. Now remember, when you're using your yes paste, you put your yes paste down first as well as on top, because it's the same as using a matte medium or something like that, except the yes paste accepts watercolor so much nicer. All right, I need to move my watercolors because I'm working down low and you guys can't see them. So I'm going to put them over off to the side so I can move my paper up. And you can see what's actually happening and the texture that's coming. And look, nothing has gone through. Nothing. So now we're going to work and add a little bit more of our paper in there because we're getting to the point where we need the white. And like I said, with making your watery yes paste, make sure you use a distilled water before you mix it. Don't use tap water. So we're almost to that point of where we can actually paint on our picture and add the wonderful texturing flowingness of the steam. Now I'm going to add this up in here because there's more white up in here than there is down below. I hope everybody's enjoying this. If you are, please do hit that like button and subscribe. It's something that I'm working towards some goals, and we're getting there. We're getting there. We really are. We're getting to our goals, and everybody should have goals, regardless of what you want to do or anything. Just have a goal. It gives you something to look forward to. So my next goals, and I could even start it today, my next goal is to hit 100 likes. And I'm going to be posting that. So on my videos, you will see my goals of let's hit 100 likes. I would love to hit 100 likes. Isn't that so much fun to have these simple little goals and things to do? So that's my goal. I would like to see some of my videos hit 100 likes. That's important. Little things. It's the little things. Hitting 1K, having 100 likes, you know. So I will be posting that, and sometimes you'll see in the near future, you'll see, because I use StreamYards, I'm going to have it going across the stream, help me hit 100 likes. I'm going to do this. That is my goals. My goal is to have simple little goals. Isn't that nice to have simple little goals? That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. Create fun. Yeah, it's a simple little thing, but a lot of people don't realize that it does help quite a bit for your channels if you get the likes. So I'm going to set little goals. Little goals. Yeah, no kidding, Kelsey. I know. I know. And I'm adding this white because I want the flow of the steam to show. And I have my text showing, and this mulberry paper is the best thing since I don't know. This has been really fun to use and water and do the jelly plate with. It just soaked it up really nice. And make sure you do get it wet enough, because if you don't, your glue's not going to get in there, and you'll be able to tell because it looks dry. So, yeah. All right, we are getting there. Now, oops, I just hit the camera. Sorry. Didn't mean to do that. All right, now I want a little bit more up in that upper corner. So I'm going to add another sheet over that because it just seems so bold right there. That looks good. That looks really good. I am quite happy with that. Now, I am not going to put my brush back in here. I am done collaging. So I'm going to put my brush into my other soapy water that does not have watercolor in it. Put my lid back on my Yes paste. Like I said, this is a mix. Hi, Di. So we'll put that over there. And now we have our paper that is ready to be played with. Let's put our other watercolor over there out of the way. I'm not going to need my big brush anymore or any more collage paper. But I am going to pull out my paints. Put this off to the side. And I'm going to start building in my rocks and the shading and everything like that. So we're going to go and create our lines and lineage and different things like that. I do have a piece of chalk. I'm wondering. Nope, it's too wet. That's not going to work. I will have to use. Now you can go in and use a watercolor pencil, which I could do. You could use inks. You could use your Poscas or whatever else you like. I have a little bit of white here in my paints, along with a bunch of husky fluff, because I didn't close them. So, you know, the husky fluff seems to just bloom. So now this is still wet, and that's okay because I want it to loom. I want it to just do randomness. And I'm using a number 2 Raphael brush. And again, I'm using my water because it needs to be thinned. So I put my watercolor on and then I will make it go where I need it to go to create my rocks. What color house does Husky Fluffy fall into? Yeah. They both shed so much. There's a lot over here. So we're just going to smoosh the brush. Now, this is not snow. This is steam on rocks. This is a rock that's going in here. This rock comes down this way. So there's a lot of steam happening, and I don't mind that my brush splays because with it splaying and using it on its side, it's giving that flow of water and steam that I need on that texture. It's making it just perfect. Just perfect. Hey, Kel. So again, my water has salt in it, so it does different things to the the water and the paint, and I want it to just blend and flow. So I will go back in, and where it gets too thick, I'm gonna just add water. And this is why I'm using the white on um, the watercolor, so I can just keep it moving and blend it, which is really, really nice to do. You can use your fingers, which really helps a lot when you're trying to smooth things out. So the lines are actually going to be following the rocks. And I have found that the blue that I put underneath to with the Stabilo All has actually stayed, and I can actually see that underneath. So I'm going to be following that a little bit and blending and having this flow along the rocks so I can create that look of separation. Separation, but it's also the look of the flow of all of the steam that's happening. So let's do some more white. So what else is everybody else doing? I hope I'm not boring you with anything. We have 16 people in the house. Welcome, everybody. It's nice to have you here. Hope everybody's having a good Wednesday so far. I'm just going to take and I'm going to flow that up. Blend it just a smidge because I want it to do little swirls. I need some more water over there. You like this, Ellen? That's good. So this is just following the way of the rock here. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Earth Day. This is looking really, really nice. I'm really, really happy with this. I'm gonna bring some more of these down, and I'm just running my brush along the edge going, and then take my finger and just smudge it just a smidge because it's not really a bold flow of the hot springs that you see over the rocks and the land. It just blends all over the place. Yes, it's getting there. I need to add some more different colors and stuff in there, but the background that I'm looking at right now is working pretty good for these rocks, and it's just basically steam that I want to accent, but then I have one focal point, and I will be adding that focal point. Rocks do take a long time. You just got to make all of the everything connect. Hey, Kathy, that's fine. I'm just working away on a lot of this the steam from the hot springs, because this is an original photo and I'm doing my own take on it. So it's not really looking like the photo, but it's very close to the photo. And I'm loving how it's all coming together. So this could go over and down. We've got all the flowing happening. And we're coming up on an hour and a half already. It's like, holy moly, I'm trying to get done, trying to finish, trying my best. All right, this is looking great. It's got the stream going on. Lots of rocks happening. I'm not crazy over this area, but it needs to be blended out some. Put that back down. It's just too heavy right there. Yes, I enjoy painting rocks. I enjoy painting rocks. Let me get my photo back. All right, now I need some more flowing over here. Get the matching down into the other areas. And that's what you want it to do. You want your steam to flow with all the rest of the flow. And it's looking really good, except I need some more up in here. So what I'm going to do, you use the fan brush. That's cool. I can turn it upside down, get my paint nice and juicy, and have this flow. Because there's a lot of the steam coming in from the top, and then it just blows its way down into the rocks when you're at the hot springs. And I am loving, loving, loving this mulberry paper. It is doing a fabulous job of doing what it needs to do. Thank you, Janet. So now we need some more on this side and have it coming down. So now I did the white. I really like it. I need a little bit more color. I am going to stick with my little brush because I want to add just little bits in and around. And I'm going to blend it with my finger by adding it with my brush because this is really dark right in here. And just taking and painting with your finger. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it does keep the white and it adds that extra tone that you need where you need it. And it's keeping my lettering, so it's just not flowing all over the place. It's just showing up where it needs to. All right, I need some more colors in here, so I do need some of the yellowishy ochre color. And I'm going to just bring some of that in. And also the lighter version of that. Okay, Husky Fluff, get out of my paint. And bring that in. Just because we need to have that variety. We need to have it look a little bit different in spots because of the lighting in different areas. And I can just go around the steam that's there and just blend it in. And it just takes on that whole different look because you know that there's something in underneath all of that. And then there's pinks and blues. There's all different colors, and that's what really drew me to this picture because of the colors that I seen in these. And it's like, oh, that would look so cool. I love that picture. I just got to paint it. So, but I wanted to do it my way and not just have the exact thing that I was looking at. And you can see there's pink up in here, which is good. And I'm just adding water to the paint that was already on my brush. And like I said before, my water has salt in it as well as soap. My fingers are picking up all the stuff. The like button says not NA. Really? That's strange. All right, now I need some more blues over in here. I'm going to take a different blue this time and put it over here. At least I thought it was a different blue. All right. So we got that blue. Now we need another blue up in here. I don't know. I just sprinkled a bunch of water in it, salt in it. I squished in one squeeze of dish soap, and then I just went all across twice with the salt. And it does give a different. I like painting with salt water because when you do on watercolor, when you use salt water, it lets the pigment and everything float. So it's floating on there, and then as it dries, it settles. So it just settles in your pigment. It lets it floats. All right. I need some more color in here, and this is more of orangey color, pinky color, orangey color. We're going to go with a reddishy orange color in here. But you can still see everything, and that's what I like. I'm just making it very thin, very floaty. I can go in and squirt it and let it just bloom now, which I think I might. I'm going to come in and just squirt this and wet it. Why? Because I'm hoping it just makes everything just mellow. Regular salt? Yeah, regular salt. You can use any kind of salt, actually. You can use sea salt or whatever you have. It doesn't matter. So now that I did that, that paper is really, really wet. And I have a piece of this left. So I'm just going to soak up some of the color and just randomly pick and lay it down. I said, this is no rhyme nor reason. I just decided to do this on a whim. So I'm just enjoying the process, and I hope you're enjoying the process of learning. And I'm liking how this is just blending all of these colors in and around. And now I have more colors on this one, but it did mute and blend this one. So it is something cool to do and see how it changes. Now I'm going to go to a bigger brush with a little bit more of the white. And since this is wet, this should just splay really nicely. I hope you're all enjoying the mess I'm making. I'm trying not to make it look the same. But it is fun to just play and get that flowing so it all flows. It's not perfect by any means, but it will look really nice once I put the rest of the picture in, because this is just the background. This is not the focal point. This is just for fun. And I'm blending all of this. I'm just letting my brush pull and take whatever it wants, whether it be the color or the white. And I need some more down here because it just flows over. And being that this is all wet now, it's really, oh, that's great, Barbara. It's really coming along. And this is the, if you see, I pulled this up a little closer so you can actually see what it's just like netting over the top. Now that is another idea that you could use if you wanted to. You could use netting and have it come, but that's basically what I'm working with. It's just flowing. The steam is flowing over the rocks. So it's fun just to play and enjoy and just let the paint do its thing. Just let the paint do its thing. So there's a lot of spiders, and that's the spidery web look. And that's what I liked about the mulberry paper, is because the mulberry paper went and gave it that extra, the look of all the texture in there, gave it that look of the spidery webs. It's blending now to really look like the colors and steam of a volcano. Well, it's kind of like it's what the hot springs do. So it's really cool to just get that look, and seeing that just flow is amazing. And this picture of that our friend took, you know, she's a professional photographer, just like Danny, and I just I just had to paint it. Just had to paint it. It's all coming together. All right. I think I'm happy with this mess. And that's what it looks like. It's kind of looks like a mess. But what we're going to do next is bring the focal point in and put it in there. So now I'm going to clean my brush. All over my fingers, all over my fingers, and decide. I think I'm going to get my watercolor pencils or ink. I think I'll start off with, I'm going to clean this brush. I'm going to go back to, oh, thanks, Janet. I'm going to go back to my liner brush. And I was going to use ink, but it's still pretty wet. Let's just take a watercolor paper. This is watercolor paper, and I'm just going to go like this, and it will probably pull up some of it, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. Because it will give a nice background for me to also create another photo, which is very similar to this background, but in abstract. So now doing that, I have this that I can also create and put a silhouette on it. And what that did was helped pull off some of the wetness of this paper. So now let's just take, and where is my darkest color? Is this it? It is. All right. And it's nice and juicy. Nice and juicy. It's sulfur, yes. All right. Now, there looks to be somewhere in here the start of a tree. And now we say, Oh my God, I hope I don't mess it up. And this is wet and it's going to leave feathers, and that's okay. It's not totally wet. It's starting to dry very nicely, actually. So just take your brush and just go for it. Just go for it. There's all kinds of branches coming out and moving and going in every which way. I usually start off with small branches and work my way up to other branches. You're not breathing? Oh, Kathy, you're holding your breath. Oh my God. Yes, we're going to play. We're going to do this. We're not going to mess it up. After all of that, we're not going to mess it up because we're almost done. We are almost done. All right, we got some more branches coming out this way. And like I said, take your time, create what you want, the different looks of the branches. To get the thickness, you press down, and then when you want the thinner, you lift up so you have the point on the end. Now we could do other stuff on this as well, but I am just, I think for this point, I was thinking just tree, but we could add other stuff. We really could. I'm doing all black right now, but just wiggle your hands and let the brush do the wobble. Whatever wobble you get is what you get. Like, don't worry about whether it's perfect or not perfect, because trees come in all shapes and sizes, and this one is not going to look exactly like the one that's in the picture. So just take and, just go for it. Just go for it. They cross over, they have little ones come out. Trees are my favorite thing to paint. They are. They're very forgiving. Very, very forgiving. So just enjoy the process. Like, you can make as many boo-boos as you want and come back in, and it could be, oh my gosh, that tree has a knot there. That tree has a knot there. What are we gonna do? Oh my gosh. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. We're gonna make this trunk just a little bit bigger so our tree can fit in. But I think I'm doing pretty good. I think I'm doing the picture justice. It's my interpretation of the picture. It's not identical, but it's very, very close. At least I think so, anyways. And it was a fun journey getting to this point of having it created from starting with the jelly prints with watercolor. And this needs to be bigger down here. So we just press a little bit more to let the paint out. Hug a tree today, everyone. Yes, it is Earth Day. It is Happy Earth Day. And that is why I'm doing this, because it is Earth Day, and this is part of the landscape here in Alberta. So, and I'm sharing that with you. And you could take your own landscapes, look at what's around you, enjoy every little detail that you can find, draw it, paint it, put it in your journals, find a flower. It's all kinds of different things that you can do and see and enjoy. Now I'm going back in and just giving little tiny little branches sticking out. Because this is, it's that time of the year that we don't have all of them stuff blooming just yet. Everything we have is still in hibernation. Well, except the bears. The bears are starting to come out now. We did see that the boss, he's starting to wake up. He's been out and about and seen. People have been taking pictures of him. So we're kind of excited. We're talking about getting out there and enjoying the different types of nature that we can see and go camping and hiking and all the fun stuff. The Umpqua Forest is a beautiful place. That's nice. We get to go to the mountains. Like we have a lot of nature area around here, but we drive a good hour and a half to get to the mountains, and it's worth every little bit of a travel. Let me tell you, it's worth every bit of the travel to go and see. Now I'm giving this a place to stand because the tree does need a place. And I'm not making it as prominent as the background. But we do have, lots of places where we can go and enjoy. You live near a park that has a beautiful canopy of leaves in the summer. Oh, that's nice. All right. So here is our picture. I think it came out pretty good. It took me almost 2 hours. I might do other things to it, but I think we've accomplished something very similar. It's not perfect. It could have more details into it, but I think if I do it again, I would do a little bit different. And this is the one I went off of, the one that was more flowy and more colorful. This spot needs paint. It does. It needs paint. It needs blue. It really does. So I'm going to do that while we're here. I'm going to add that blue in there because I don't like how it's just plain. It just throws it all off. It needs color. It needs color. Well, I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. And I hope you've enjoyed this wonderful little journey of creating this wonderful little landscape for, you know, Earth Day today. So get out into nature and let her heal you, let her love you, and just enjoy the day. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I hope you've enjoyed our little session today. It was a lot of fun. I learned a lot myself, as I'm hoping you all have as well. So, from my quiet corner to yours, have a wonderful day. Bye, everybody.